What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. This is going to be episode number 4, I'm pretty sure. This is the second video you guys are going to be seeing today of our franchise mode. So before I spoil anything and go too far into it, just so you know this is the second video, go watch the first one, episode number 3, before you watch this one. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So, if you've already watched episode number 1, welcome to episode number 2. We made some big moves in the last video. Now, before I go over those moves, I want to announce something pretty cool. So, sometimes during a recording, we get a trade offer, something that I don't know what to do with. You know, it looks good, do I do it? Think about the future. And that's when I need my assistant GMs. Now, that is you guys. Now, I started up a group chat on Twitter. So, it's called Assistant GMs. Right now, I just have about 15 or 20 guys in there, and they really actually helped me out. I was stuck on the Granlund situation because we got offered a first round pick for Marcus Granlund. Now, I was pretty much saying, yo, trade him, let's get a first round pick, no problem, that's easy money, that's an easy win. Kind of like the Vanek situation was in the last episode, which I will go over. But a lot of people in the chat said, yes, it looks okay, you get a first round pick. Now, Columbus isn't going to be a great first round pick because they're a pretty good team. Now, Granlund has potential to grow, all right? I thought it was a good deal, but I looked at his trade value, and it's pretty high. Plus, he's a high top 6. If Granlund was 26 years old, I would absolutely say yes. But if you guys in the chat, a few of my assistant GMs said wait it out till the draft, or even after the draft, maybe get a 2019 first when he either grows to be 82 or an 83, or you straight up just hang on to him. So I think that after consulting with the assistant GMs on Twitter, which I'm going to give you guys a potential invite to that as well, I'll explain in a little bit, but I think we're going to hold off on the Granlund trade, which was a first straight up from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, it's not saying the trade won't happen, but I think for right now, we're going to say no. The trade deadline is a few days away. So I'm not sure if that trade's going to come back to us, but I'm going to say no for right now. We can visit that at the draft because I'm happy with our centers right now. I'm happy with how things are looking on the team, but this assistant GM idea I had on Twitter is actually a lot of fun. I'm happy with what we have right now. Our center depth is really good. I think that's why we're in the position that we're in, because we are a playoff team and we're probably going to make the playoffs. So with that being said, you're seeing a hole on our team, and that is the absolute robbery that we did with the LA Kings. They offered us a first and a third for Thomas Vanek. Now, that is complete and utter robbery. We now have Vermistrov on our first line in exchange for Thomas Vanek, but that is an absolute steal. How can I not take a first and a third for Thomas Vanek, a player who is 33 years old, probably not going to use him next year? That is an absolute steal, and I could not be happier with that move. Now, in addition to getting that first round pick, we also got another first round pick from the Edmonton Oilers, and that was in exchange. See here, we have Edmonton's first as well as our first. That was in exchange for Alex Edler. Now, in addition, we had to give up a few picks. We gave up 2 fourths and a third because we had to get a defenseman back, and that defenseman was Matthew Benning, a 79 overall, 23-year-old medium top 6 defenseman, which is a pretty good defenseman in my opinion. He's got 10 points in 62 games, which is more points than Alex Edler had. Plus, we get the first. That is a huge win in my book. So now that you're all caught up with the trades, I want to talk about this assistant GM group chat we have on Twitter. If you want to be a part of this, let me know your Twitter in the comments. I'm not going to pick everyone. I'm going to pick a select few, just people that I've seen commenting on the videos very often, people that I see that are very engaged in the franchise mode. I'm going to let you into this little chat. You guys are going to get instant trade notes. You guys are going to get live updates when I'm recording. I'm going to stop the recording and head over to the group chat, and then I'm going to see what you guys say. Now, I'm not going to post any of it. I'm just going to keep it within that group chat. I think it's going to be kind of fun to let a few people in there, let a few people see, you know, what trades we're getting, and just kind of get some help, because there's times where I really need some assistant GM help, and I can't get it because I have to wait for comments. So with all that being said, let me know your Twitter in the comments. I'm not going to pick everyone, just people that I've seen commenting and people that are actually engaged. I'm going to invite them into the group chat. I'm not going to get too many people in there, but I think it is going to be a big help, because if it wasn't for the group chat, I probably just would have traded Marcus Granlund. Now, with all that being said, we're all caught up. We're ready to go. This is episode number 2 of today, so double franchise mode. It's a good day. We're a few days away from the trade deadline. I have a few players up. I have Eriksson and the Twins right now on the trading block, so let's see what other offers we get. So Matt Bolesky on waivers. Oh, look at that. Okay, so a third line checking forward, a 79 overall third line checking forward, making 3.8 for 3 years. Could be a waiver. Could be someone we could just flip, or I mean, he could even play on our team. 7 goals, 17 helpers. That's pretty good, actually. 24 points in 59 games. How am I going to say no to this? He's got to have some trade value. 3.8 for 3 years. That's not that bad. He's 29 years old. Yeah, I mean, he's trade bait, right? He's just an easy third round pick, right? Let's say, yeah, I'm absolutely going to take Matt Bolesky. Thank you very much. All right, welcome. Welcome. Bo Horvat for a first and a second, no. So what I'm going to do, now that I have him, Matt Bolesky, I wasn't really expecting to grab him, but that's a big move. I will definitely take that. Let's throw him up on the trading block. Let's see what we can get. I'd love to flip him for anything, really. What's someone I'm not going to get any offers on? Probably Louis Eriksson. Let's see what trade value he actually has. Where is he? He has, it doesn't look like anything really. He's got, he's kind of got no trade value actually. I thought he'd be a free pick, but really no trade value. But we'll throw him on anyways. If not, he can play on our team. And you know what? He's actually playing pretty decent. So I'm going to stick him in the AHL for right now, just until the trade deadline is over. But still, I mean, how are you not going to take that? Matt Bolesky's still a pretty good NHL player. He's got, 24 points? Why not? 3.8 a little steep, but I think we can definitely be able to move him. So with the trade deadline slowly approaching, let's see if we get any options here. Oh my god, 2 firsts for Horvat and Branson and a third. Holy crap. That's a big move. I mean, a first for Gabranson is huge, but I cannot part ways with Bo Horvat. And we actually have to do something with Bo Horvat very soon. I'm actually probably going to do it right now, but I cannot seem to get a first. I just cannot get rid of Bo Horvat. Let's see. Hold on. So we're going to do a few things here. James Neal for Adam Gaudette and Sam Gagner. All right. Trades are happening. Okay. James Neal, obviously a top-line player. He's 82 overall. He's got a big contract. He's got almost 30 goals this year. 50 points, 61 games for Adam Gaudette, who's going to be really good for us, and Sam Gagner, who's a player on our team. I'm going to say no to that one. Thanks for the offer. So we got to do a few things here. I'm going to see if I can shop Matt Bolesky, and I'm going to sign Bo Horvat to a contract extension. All right, we can do it now. We can actually do it. So view contracts. So let's see if we can give him that 6-year, $5.5 million contract that he has in real life. If he takes this, I'll be pretty happy. He looks like he wants 6.3 if I offer him 6 years. So I'm going to try for it. It'd be nice. Let's see. Offer contract extension. I'm going to discuss the extension with my family and friends, with my friends and family, and I'll get back to you soon. All right. Hopefully he signs. That would be huge. If not, we'll have to make up our own contract. But Granlund wants an extension. Goodbranson wants an extension. Matt Benning, Burmistrov, Stetcher. Let's sign Stetcher right now. Let's give Stetcher a contract extension. Let's lock him up for 3 years at 2.3. All right, there you go, Troy Stetcher. Let's give Sven Berchi another contract extension. He wants 4.5. Okay. You know what? I'll give you 4.5 for 1 year. We'll give you a 1-year contract extension. We'll give you exactly what you want. All right. Now we're good for contract extension. Let's give it players contracts mid-year is a huge, huge addition that franchise mode was definitely missing. So I think that's a good move. I am happy about that. So let's go ahead and advance a day. We got we have 2 more days till the trade deadline. So we'll probably get a few offers here and there. I already have my trade block ready to where I want it to go. I'm not getting rid of Horvat. No, thank you. 1 more day. Let's go. Got to get past this Colorado game, and then that's going to be it. So Troy Stetcher is ready to go. He says, absolutely. Thank you very much. I've always wanted to play on a top-ranked team, so it was an easy decision to stick with this organization. All right. I like it. There you go. Nice to see. Sven Berchi said no. All right. I'm not interested in extending my contract with the team at the moment. Thank you. If you offer me if you offer me enough money, I may change my mind. I offered you what you wanted, dude. And Bo Horvat is back. He is ready to go. Signs the exact contract he has in real life. It was an easy decision to renew my contract with you. I've always wanted to play for a top-ranked team. See, he knows. Bo knows. Bo always knows. In a few years, we're going to be deadly. So there you go. Signed a few players. Okay, Evander Kane for Adam Gaudette. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I don't want to give up Gaudette. I don't need Kane that much. No, thank you. Not going to happen. Now that we can't move on, we can't simulate any more games, I don't want to sim past the trade deadline. We're not going to get any more offers, which kind of sucks, and I think that's something the franchise mode is missing. Bring back the phones. That's something that was awesome, and I hope that they eventually bring it back. But Matt Bolesky, all right, he's a good NHLer, but 3.8 for 3 years, no thank you. Let's see if I can just get a pick, honestly. Who wants him? Chicago wants him? Sure. Let's see if I can just get a pick. Give me a fifth for him. It's a free 5th round pick. I'll take it. A 5th? No, they'll be over the cap. Okay. I think what I'm going to have to do here is I'm just going to have to go find a bunch of teams and just try to see what I can get. If I can get a 6th, please. Trade accepted. There you go. We got a 6. So a free 6th round pick from Mapileski. It's not bad. So going into this draft, we have the extra 1st round pick, and then next year we have LA's 1st, our 1st, LA's 3rd, and LA's 6th. Wouldn't mind getting a few more picks for the 2018 draft, but since we're not going to be getting any more trade offers, let's see who we can part ways with. Now, I'm probably not going to trade the Twins. Probably not. I don't want to trade Tanev. We could potentially move Eric Goodbranson, Jake for 10, and I want to keep Sutter. I wouldn't mind keeping, or Sutter I wouldn't mind getting rid of, actually. He's got that huge contract. He's got 30 points. Not that bad. 30 points in 60 games. He's got that big contract, though, 4.3 for the next 4 years. You know what? I think we might stay put. I'd love to get rid of Louis Eriksson. What could I get for Louis is the question. It seems like the Bruins want him, but I don't know. See if I could just get a pick. Like, could I get like a 4th or a 3rd? For a 3rd is definitely not going to work. How about a 4th? A 4th could work, actually. But then we're giving up a roster player. We got to bring up another player. He's not worth the money. There's no point in keeping him. If I could just get whatever I can get for him right now, that's great. I could try for a 3rd, but I really don't think it's going to go through. Plus, they want him. Plus, they want to get rid of the 3rd. If this goes through, I will be absolutely shocked. Trade rejected. Okay, let's see if I can spice it up a little bit, all right? Let's see if I can entice these guys a little bit more to... What if I threw in Alex Biega, who's a good depth defenseman for injuries for the postseason? We have a few of these in Patrick Weirkosh and a few other guys. So it wouldn't really hurt to lose Alex Biega. Plus we get a 3rd and get rid of Louis Eriksson. Trade rejected. You know what? I'm probably just going to have to get like a 4th. And that's just going to have to be it. Will this go through? A 4th for Louis Eriksson? It is what it is. Trade accepted. There you go. So I got to bring up a player. I'm going to go best roster, and I'm going to change everything. Morale was low for... What are you talking? What do you mean? What do you mean for trading away a quality player? He is not quality. Louis Eriksson is not a quality player. He is, I mean, he's okay, but for what he was getting paid, no thank you. I'll take the 4th round pick any day of the week. All right, so I made a few moves here. We actually ran into a problem since we got rid of the $6 million man in Louis Eriksson, which was huge, by the way. We got rid of him, and now we're actually under the cap. So I had to go sign a player for $5 million. I signed Alex Chason. Worst comes to worst, he could be a call-up during the playoffs if we get an injury, which I think we're going to make the playoffs. playoffs, which is kind of a bad thing, but also, you know, whatever. It is what it is. We had a weird year, but I think we're in a good position now for the future with all these picks and with all these players off the books. So with that being said, now I actually had to give him the $5 million contract so I could send everyone down, which was Goldobin and a few other players here and there. So now here's what our team looks like. We have not a natural center in Ryan White, but he actually has 80 face-offs, so that's fine. He's coming up to the big club. Everything's staying the same here. No worries. Defensemen staying like this. We got Benning going there with Stetcher going there, something like that. That's how I want it to work. Tetcher, yeah, that's how it's going to work. And then our AHL team kind of looks the exact same. We're going to go best lines in AHL, and there you go. We look pretty much like we did last time. Alex Chason is going to go down here, just because I don't really care where he plays. He's just making that $5 million because we need to have him making $5 million. So there is the AHL team looking real good with no Burmistrov, unfortunately, and still with Thatcher Demko killing it in the AHL. So with all that being said and done, we're already way over the limit of what I wanted this video to be, so this one could be a long one, but I want to get the rest of the NHL season done, and I want to see what's going to happen, whether the playoffs are going to be an actual thing or, you know, what's happening. So now one last thing we got to do is check out the trades that happened. Let's see. So around the NHL, let's see what happened. Holy shit, a lot of trades. So Pittsburgh got Thomas Hickey for a second. Columbus got Zach Smith and Kyle Turris for a first, Milano, and a third. That's a big trade. Looks like Colin Wilson went for a second and a fourth. Nashville got Nyquist for a first and a prospect. Oh my god. A couple of small trades. The Bruins acquired Mike Green and Albuquerque for 2 seconds and a prospect. Yuri Taluski, who's still in the NHL apparently, went to the Sharks. Dallas acquired prospect Jake DeBrusk, a 6th and a 7th for Hansel Umberger and a 4th. Oh, there's a big deal. Edmonton acquired JVR and a 3rd for Taylor Yamamoto, a 2nd and a 3rd. Holy. Dallas gets Luke Shen. Florida got Josh Bailey. Holy, some big moves. Oh, wow. So LA traded for Vanek, and then they flipped him to Chicago for Alex DeBrincat. That's insane. So Chicago, you made a bad move, getting a 4th and a 6th and Vanek for a stud prospect. What are you doing? Then the Matt Bolesky and the Louis Eriksson trades. So there it is. This one's going to be a long one. We got to get the rest of the year done. We got to do the stats. Oh man, this is going to be a long ass video. All right, let's go here. Let's just get the rest of the year done. The crazy year that was year number 1. The ups, the downs, the trades, the holy shit, we're actually a good team. Or are we a good team? We're almost going to be a 40-win team. So yeah, we are a good team, which is weird because I think like 75-80% of the people going into this expected us to be a lottery team, and we're not, which kind of sucks because we miss out on those top guys, and this draft is really, really deep. But it's a good thing we got that extra first. Who knows? Maybe we could package something to move up into the top 3, but I mean, with our record, we're not even going to be close to the lottery. So again, this is where you guys really got to come through and help me out with the draft. Is it worth it to trade up and, you know, maybe sacrifice a prospect or two to get Dahlin? Or, you know, what's your guys' plan here? Sam Gagner has been injured before the playoffs. Okay, well, that sucks. We lose him for a little bit. We're going to slow sim the last game against Connor McDavid, Alex Edler, and the Edmonton Oilers. And my game just froze. What? What the hell? No way. You're kidding me right now. You're joking right now. This has got to be a joke. This has been over an hour of recording. Over that, like an hour and a half. And the game freezes. Oh my god. Well, I'm going to turn off my Xbox and I'm going to come back to this. If it's where we started, I'm going to make the exact same trades and I'm going to simulate up to here because that is ridiculous. And wow. Good job, EA. Wow, that is unbelievable. You can see here that nothing saved. That is a joke. So I'm going to have to do everything I just did. All the stats are going to be different. Good job, EA. Good job. Okay, trade number 1, completed. Trade number 2, accepted. And the Louis Eriksson trade is completed. Okay, so I just thought I should let everyone know that I'm not going to make any more trades, obviously, and I can't promise that our record is going to be anything close to what it was. And by the looks of it, we're losing way more games than what we were. So I really, really did not want this to happen at all. I was clearly just trying to simulate the last game. I didn't do any witchcraft or wizardry. We literally are just losing games because my game froze. I really don't like this because we're going to have a worse record than what we did before. Now that means our pick is going to be better. I did not mean to do this. I swear to God. We're just keep on getting all these trades. But look at all the losses we're getting because we're not a good team. That's why. Now we're a below 500 team and our record is going to be way worse. Now this, whatever. You know what? It literally is what it is. I couldn't do anything to change it. I'm sorry if this was not my fault. We're going to have a way worse record and I made all the trades that I made. Although the trades were at some different times during the year, that's got to have something to do with it. But you know what? It is what it is. It sucks, but I'm not doing anything different aside from making trades at a different date. Obviously, we're dealing with some injuries, but that's just the way it is, and we just got to deal with it. So I did do the contract extensions for both Stecher and Horvat, so that's back to normal. So as we're finishing up the year here, I'm actually not going to slow sim the next game because I don't want it to freeze, and I'm hoping it doesn't freeze right now. Okay, so look at our record now. We're a 40 plus win team. Now we're 35, 35, and 12. So our pick is now in lottery contention. It's good and it's bad because I guess not in lottery contention, but it's better than what it was, which is good again and bad. Now the stats are totally different because Horvat had close to 60 points when this thing was all said and done, and now he doesn't have close to that. So I didn't want this to happen, but it did. So whatever. Let's not go out on a bad note because we had. Because this happened to us. We've had 2 really good episodes here, but here's the stats that aren't really the stats because things got messed up. And Brock Besser had over 30 goals last time I checked before the simulation crashed, and he was 80 overall. So it stunted his growth a little bit. Horvat had close to 60 points. Here's everyone. You can just have a look. But yeah, that sucks for us. That really, really sucks. I did not want that to happen at all. Matt Benning ended up having 12 points. I had to call Jason Megna up because Horvat got hurt for a few games. As you see there, Horvat missed a few games, which sucked, obviously. And he was 85 overall last time. So I don't know. That sucked, but it is what it is. We just got to move on. So anyways, that's how the goaltenders did. That's how everyone did. We're going to go check out the entire NHL, and then we're going to end this video kind of on a bummer, kind of on a bad note. I mean, that just sucks. Everything was kind of where I wanted it to be, but whatever. The game, come on, EA, fix your shit. It should not freeze like that, especially after those 2 episodes. That was over an hour of recording. Now I have to do this for an extra half an hour. God, just never ends. Brock Besser finished second only behind Dylan Strome, 5 points behind him. He would have had more points than Strome, would have had over 30 goals, but unfortunately we did have that crash. So Brock Besser is the only rookie with 20 goals this year. Okay, Nico Hischier gets 18, but Brock, he's the man with 26 goals. I like to see it. Now, who led the entire NHL in scoring? John Tavares with 103 points. Steven Stamkos with 100, who hit 50 goals. We got 2 50-goal scorers in Tarasenko and Tavares. Tavares with 56. Where'd that come from, buddy? Holy crap. Jack Eichel with 40. Ovi with 47. Not bad at all. Not bad. Brendan Dumoulin was the best plus minus at plus 35. That's what you get for playing on Pittsburgh, I guess. But there it is. Erik Karlsson leading the way in defensive scoring with Nick Leddy with 74. Simulation, you crazy. Only one other defenseman had over 20 goals, that being Brent Burns, and Karlsson was the 31. So there it is, guys. I'm sorry that happened. I did not mean to do this. This was stupid, and that kind of ruined my mood because we were we were killing it. We were doing so well, and now we finished way worse than what we did. But have a look at our AHL team, and that is a different story. 57, 22, and 3. That is ridiculous. And Adam Gaudette is the man, the creative player. Absolutely killed it this year. 75 points. Goldobin right behind him. Goldobin is NHL ready, that's for sure. Jake Virtanen with 59. Reed Boucher with 59, even though he missed 11 games. Anton Rodin had 56. Chaput had 50. So we were a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse in the AHL. 37 and 17 for Demko. And Richard Bachman even went 21 and 5. That's very impressive. 6 shutouts for Thatcher Demko, the goalie of the future. That's going to be it, guys. Obviously we missed the playoffs. We were a playoff team before the crash, but that crash, man, it gets you every time. We were in the spot where we should have been, and then all of a sudden, boom, took it away from us. So obviously on the outside looking in, here's a look at the entire NHL. Are we in lottery contention? Let's see here. Maybe by some miracle we can win the lottery. We're 26th, so we're 5 spots out of last place. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but there is definitely a possibility we could win the lottery. So with all that being said, now we're done. Thanks for watching. This recording has taken an hour. I'm almost 2 hours into this thanks to the crash. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know your comments down below. Let me know if you want to be in that assistant GM group chat on Twitter. I'll pick a few people and then we'll get that started. So thank you for watching. For the 10th time, I've already said that. I'll see you guys in the next one.